Diane in Denmark here, and I am not at home today. As you can see, I'm at my bestie Vibeke's house.
Hello.
And thanks, it's so sweet that Vibeke has said that we could come and visit her again. I know you really enjoyed the videos that we made last year. We showed you some paper folding. We made paper cones.
Yes.
I can't remember what the other one was. Anyway, today
Hearts, I think.
Oh yeah, it was the heart, yeah. So today we're doing something a bit different. And I know that many of you, when you follow me at Christmas on Instagram or on YouTube, you are fascinated by all the Danish Hygge candles. You know, we have this one, I burn a different candle every day. You've seen this one before. And also we have the ones like this where the numbers 1 to 24 are here. There's another one, Vibeke's got one too. And the idea behind this is that we're looking forward to the big day, and we burn these normally, well, we burn ours at breakfast time. Are you the same?
Yeah, yes, all day round.
All day, right, yeah. So we just burn it, and then when we get down to number 1, we put it out, and then the next day we're on to number 2. So it's all very, very Hygge, especially because here in Denmark it is so dark here in the mornings. It's not light until about 8:30 in the morning. So often we have breakfast by candlelight, and So anyway, we're going to show you a few things because I know that many of you can't go down to your local supermarket and buy these things.
No.
But there's help at hand, so Vibeke and I are going to show you a few ideas how you can make these things at home.
I found these with the numbers from 1 to 24. I'm sure you can find them from around 1 to 25 too at a shop, but maybe you can find them on the internet, and you can put them on an ordinary candle like this.
Yeah, probably some kind of hobby shop or craft shop.
Flower shops maybe.
Yeah, or flower shops, yeah. And you can actually attach them yourselves.
Yeah, and if you have some favorite ribbons, you can just put it around an ordinary candle holder and make it more Christmassy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of you like the candles, but you're a bit worried about safety, and you can see we've got lots of candles going here. My old favourite, IKEA, they have some fantastic LED candles, and I'm going to show you some. And even if you can't find the numbers, but you want to do the same thing for Advent, of having the 4 Advent candles, I'll just show you here. These are actually little numbers that Vibeke made in previous years. These are ones that I use, and all I'm using here are, I've got 4 candlesticks. These are just silver looking candlesticks, and we put the numbers around. Here we are, you see that's 3. And what we do with these ones is we burn them each Advent Sunday. The first Sunday of Advent you do candle number 1, second Advent Sunday candle number 2, you get the idea. And then on the second Advent Sunday, you burn 1 and 2. And then on third Advent Sunday, you burn 1, 2, and 3. And then on the fourth Advent Sunday, you burn all 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to show you here, because these are IKEA candles, and these are the LED ones. Let me just show you.
They're more safe.
Yeah, they're very safe, yeah. And what I normally do with these ones is I put them on a tray with a bit of moss from the garden. We've got lots of moss on our lawn, and just with some ribbons, and you can put, make up these numbers yourself. And I'm just going to show you here. Woo, behold, there is light. And these ones, you don't need to worry about the cats, jumping onto them, or little fingers getting burnt. And all the IKEA candles, these LED ones, when you switch them on, you can leave them like that, and after 6 hours they will switch themselves off, and the next day they will come back on again if you want them to.
That's
Otherwise
really
you just...
fantastic. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really...
So, and they don't just have these... Here we are, there we are. We've got all our candles going. They also, IKEA also have the small tea light ones. Let me just put these to the side. So many candles going on. We have the tea light ones as well, so if you want to make some kind of candle decoration, you can do the same thing, or you can put them in if you have some snacks. And the other, I've also got the big ones from IKEA that you've seen me using in the living room. Now, Vibeke, you've got a lot of white candles
Yes,
here. Yeah.
it's a white and red theme. It's
Yeah.
more the more Hygge one.
Yeah.
We often use that when we have our Christmas in Sweden. We have the red theme. And I used ordinary small glass bottles.
Jars. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, jars. And this one I actually put some Christmas snow, fake snow into, just to make it more Hygge. Or this one you can put some cinnamon and other spices, nelliker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it smells just like
the
Christmas.
cloves. Yeah.
Yeah. And
The smell of cloves, that reminds me of going to the dentist.
Really?
They use it if you're getting root canal work. I don't like the smell of cloves.
It's just very, very simple, and you can make 4 and use them for the Advent calendar, or just 2 or 1, and wrap a ribbon around and use some greeneries from the garden, whatever you have, ivy or
and remember,
small
use
cones.
anything that you have. I mean, Vibeke has been using these small jars or bottles. You don't need to go out and buy the Christmas snow thing. You can use salt. You can put salt in the bottom to make it look Christmassy.
Sugar, sugar.
Or sugar, yeah.
And normally this is a vase. So in the summertime I use them with lots of small flowers from the garden. So.
And you know, Vibeke and I, we love to recycle and up fashion and all the clothes swap parties. This is a clothes swap party.
Yes, this is a flea market one.
Lovely. And you see there's a lot of white candles here. The Danes, they use a lot of white candles.
Yeah.
You know, the outside lights, the fairy lights are white. We do have, as you've seen here, you can also buy the red candles. I prefer the white because then you can kind of start using them early in the season. But Vibeke had something here that was quite interesting, which is, now these are small candles. And I'll tell you what these ones are used for. And I know you're all going to fall off your chairs when you hear it and start phoning the fire brigade. These small ones go on the Christmas tree. You know, the Christmas tree that we have. In Denmark, the Danes traditionally use, I'm not saying all Danes still do it, but many Danes still do it. Vibeke, you do it, don't you? You're very traditional, yeah. And they actually use, lit candles on the Christmas tree. Now, the tradition was before, in the old days, that you
came from Germany.
Yeah, it came from Germany, and you didn't decorate the tree until the night before, because all the decorations were fresh. We talked about this last year, didn't we? It was small cones filled with clementines or nuts or baked cookies. Yeah. So the tree was something that you looked at and then you ate the tree. And also in the old days, we didn't have the electric lighting, and the Danes would put candles on the tree. And Vibeke's got some old, do you want to put it?
Yeah.
These are very delicate old candle holders, and then they're put around the tree. These ones are probably made of tin, are they? Some kind of metal.
Yes.
You can still find them to buy, also new ones. And you attach them to the branches of a Christmas tree.
Like this.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
And you can imagine it looks absolutely fantastic. Though please, if you're going to attempt this at home, please make sure that you never ever leave any, real candles left unattended. And especially with the Christmas tree, you would have it lit for maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
We let them burn down actually.
Yeah.
But we also have the LED chains
lights
on.
Yeah.
So we used to lit the chain some days before, but on Christmas Eve it's the real lights.
Yeah, and that's the real moment when the kids and everybody sees the lit tree. But if you're going to use real candles like that, please make sure that you have a fire extinguisher on hand. Yeah. And the thing that Danes generally have, in addition to fire extinguishers, is a bottle of fizzy water, just any kind of fizzy water. And what you do is, if suddenly something goes wrong, you just give it a quick shake, open it up, and use that to extinguish the fire. So we've got the red candles, we've also got the white candles. And what was it I was going to show you? Was there something else? Oh yeah, maybe we can also take a look if we move some of these things out the way. Hold on, just take that. I just wanted to mention about Advent calendars, or the Advent candles, I should say. Now, it's the first Sundays of Christmas. And Vibeke's got a big one there. Let me see if I can just kind of move this.
Yeah, because it's too heavy to move.
It's too heavy to move, yeah. Now, if I just move that slightly, you can see that one there. Yeah. Now, you can see, Vibeke, do you want to explain what you've got in it? Because I was going to mention something else.
Well, I have the basket I found at the flea market in the summertime. And I just added some big cones and some exotic fruit shells and 4 big chunky candles, and then I'll have it on the floor, I think, and in the bottom there's a lot of moss, which I bought. That we don't have that much moss in the garden, so that's.
You brought it from the Swedish summer house.
Yes, yeah. Just some whatever you find, cones or everything will do.
Yeah, and if I just move the camera back, something I discovered last week at my Swedish language course is that in Sweden, the Swedes, whenever you see some kind of Advent candles, they will have them in a row. If I just show you, they will have them. Right. Let me see. Now these ones are not quite stable. I'll need to stabilize these candles, but you can see they would have them lined up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all Swedish Advent candle holders that you buy are 4 in a row. Now that's very different from Denmark, because the Danes often have it in the wreath form, in the round circle, and you'll have, and I'll show you one here, because this is a Danish holder, and this is a Danish Advent candle holder. And here we are. So that's just a little quirk that I found out recently about the difference between the Danes and the Swedes.
It's like the Lucia.
Yeah,
but then they had it in the round.
Yeah, they have it in their hair for Lucia. But traditionally, hold on, the light's gone. Traditionally speaking, in Denmark, the candles will be on a round wreath, which is quite similar actually to the UK. If you've ever seen Blue Peter in the UK, they always make the Advent candle wreath, and they've got the 4 ones, and they light one every week. So anyway, I think we're going to finish off our tea, because we have we're going to finish our tea because we have other projects to do. Hold on a minute. Nice china teacups and lovely tea. You know what? Make every day special. Something we'll hopefully be doing a little video where we show you some klippeklistret, as it's called in Danish, which is cutting paper. But I just wanted to quickly share this one with you. Hold on. I've got so many candles here. This is something. This is something that one of my kids made when they were at nursery. Now, if you can see it here, it is a reindeer, but it's not just any reindeer. This, I'm just going to check, I don't have the name on this one. No, good, okay. This is Rudolph reindeer. And I don't know if you can see there what it is made up of. It is made up of a child's handprint and the child's footprint. And this is something that they made at nursery, where they drew around their foot and cut it out. That's Rudolph's face. And then they drew around their hands and cut out that shape. And it turns into Rudolph thing. And I was thinking, it's a really sweet thing. Yeah, I didn't want to show any details about the kids. I try and keep them private. But I thought this is an easy thing that you can make with kids. And you could also send it to family, granny and granddad, and that will keep them right on what size of, what kind of socks, or how much they have grown from year to year. So anyway, hopefully we'll be doing a little video on some paper crafts also for the grown-ups. So Vibeke, thanks again for letting us into your beautiful home. I hope we've given you some ideas. Remember, use what you have. Just use what you've got in the garden. Use what you have lying around. You know, salt, sugar. Fill up some old jam jars. Look underneath your sink next time you're cleaning out underneath your sink.
And if you start looking for it outside, you find so much more than you expected.
And you don't even need to use candles. You could use like 4 acorns, and just let your imagination run wild. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you've given you some ideas, and all I have left to say is live long and prosper. May the Danish Hygge be with you, and see you very soon. Okay, bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, now I have to run over to the camera. So see you. Okay, Vibeke, you just keep waving at them and run. Bye. Okay, see you soon.